We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Grey. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys.
So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident.
The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly.
As were all the neighbors.
My men did what needed to be done.
It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first Constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master, a KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka. Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the Constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Grey.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shadow Client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Grey was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former Constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck. That is Nolan Cassidy. Former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald, Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus.
Have a flight. Charles Blake III appreciates your support.
All right, Aiden. Oh, hello there. I'm Charles Blake, chairman of the Homeowners Association. I'm running for a seat in the next election.
Excuse
I
me,
don't
sir. Are
believe
you a
we've
registered
met,
voter?
Mr.
I'm
I'd
not
love to
from
tell you
around
about a new
here.
candidate who
Ah,
might just
I see.
change your life.
Not a
Yes, sir.
registered voter,
Total
then.
game
I don't
changer.
much care. I'm listening.
Wonderful.
I
Well,
like your honesty.
I'm sure you're aware that
between
voting
you and
season is
me,
upon us again.
I don't care about
and
politics
if
either.
you're anything like me, a recent immigrant to this fine
Have a
country,
nice day.
the cat.
All right, Aiden. I'm heading off on my tour now. Now make sure you hand out the lunch.
Hey, you guys haven't been walking around with the house. No. Oh, okay, great. It's just that, well, I saw one of those security people from Mr. Dennis's house, and I'm pretty sure he's burying something back there. And I just figured since you guys seem to be, working together, you might know about it. Can't say that I did.
Someone from Janus's security detail buried something in the frog habitat behind Cassidy's house. What could that possibly be?
Covered Jimmy Hoffa's remains back there someday. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'll just leave you to it.
God help us all. That man effectively tried to cancel Christmas once because he felt
Wonderful. Well, I'm sure you're aware that voting season is...
Be sure to vote come election day. Feel free to spread the word about Charles Blake III.
Hola, compadre. It's me. Yes, I still have a fumigation unit hooked up to Mr. Castelli's house. But I'll remove both units when I'm done with Mr. Patty's house. He's more cost-efficient like that. No, I didn't get him to upgrade. Our expensive chemicals are deadly. You know I won't use chemical weapons on innocent, defenseless animals. Well, you do things your way, I do things my way. Good. Let's talk to you later. Bye. Hey, honey, it's me. It's going okay. I really miss you and the princess. It's just... It's always the same. People think I'm crazy just because I care about the lives of insects. You know how I feel about that. If I go into another line of work, somebody else will take my place. This is where I can make a real difference. You don't think I'm crazy, right? I love you. Bye.
Yeah, hey.
know the exterminator guy who's working on Batty's house?
Same guy who just did Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So, I let him use the green shipping container to store some chemicals. I asked him if it was poisonous, but he assured me that...
Apparently, there is a fumigator in town. He's working on a house belonging to a James Batty, and has previously been working on Cassidy's house. The fumigator has stored some of his chemicals, a strong sedative, in a container in a vacant lot near the creek. Sounds like this could be useful, 47.
He's only a sleeping agent. Get this, he told me that he doesn't kill the bugs, he only sedates them so that he can set them free later.
Let me get this straight. He's an exterminator who cares about the lives of insects.
What a weirdo. I thought so too. But then, he told me this story about his pet cockroach. This is truly a touching story. He had cancer for and couldn't afford to buy him a dog, but he found his cockroach in his room one day. He took care of it. His religion is Cuba. And he even made a little...
I know. This fatty guy is driving me crazy. Every time he sees me, he comes out and wants to talk. And the problem is he just won't shut up. Always ranting about that damn lawsuit against Janus and waving piles of paper at me. As if I give a rat's ass about their problems. Let the judge sort it out, one by one.
A lawsuit between Janus and a local resident. It might be just what we're looking for. Batty lives in number 432.
Hello, this is Jose Alvarez. I am just calling to let you know that I received your suggestions for the new logo, and I really like number 3. Yeah. The one with the cockroach.
That's you?
But can you make it look more like a sleeping peacefully instead of suffocating? Thank you. Looking forward to it. Bye!
Talk to your man. Claim he is done with his house before he can remove the hookup to my house. Surely. Really? I don't much care about your experience. I've got a security. I demand you remove it immediately, or my lawyers will strip mine your little business so fast you'll be left on the street in your underwear wondering what the hell happened. Make sure you do.
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start.
This is a restricted area. Now show me your hands.
This is Jose Alvarez. Very well. I am just calling to let you know that I received your suggestions.
Last week, but there's still all your machines cluttering up my yard. I talked to your man here, but he claims he needs to be done with my neighbor's house before he can remove the hookup to my house. Surely. I've got a security hazard. I demand you remove it immediately from my yard. Strip mine your little business so bad, you'll be left on the street or under there wondering what the hell happened. Make sure you do.
That neighbor guy is just as bad. I got a job to do, you know? I think he'd want me to do it right just as much as the client. These things collects. They move. Might have been his problem too in a few weeks.
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start. a recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
No, sir, he did not.
Right, no. I mentioned your military background, and we got it going. I want you to supervise the surveillance when we move into the new house.
Understood. I'm ready.
Did you review all the mail going up from Janus's house yet?
No. I got sidetracked by all the activity surrounding that politician who came to visit.
Well, I've got another letter that needs to be looked at before we allow it through. Cassidy made it clear that we'll have no leaks coming from here. I'll put it in the pile when I have time.
Got it.
So Cassidy withholds Janus's outgoing mail. He might have written something considered confidential in the past. Might be worth a shot.
Understood. I'm ready and willing, sir. Just let me know.
This doesn't change anything, Commander. You'll still report to me, but you will be in charge of the surveillance around Janus.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Good.
A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and his sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47.
Looking good today, sir.
Cassidy looks to be a gun enthusiast. The room looks like it's outfitted with a lot of security and alarms.
Hey, guard. That's it. You need to give it up or face the consequences.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't let you through, okay? Please leave the area.
Hey, nice suit.
Cassidy looks to be a gun enthusiast. The room looks like it's outfitted with a lot of security and alarms.
This thing is dead as a dodo.
Sure will. It's your bodyguard. Hey,